All right, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special count 'em, three fight preview. So we're going all the way to Dublin, Ireland for Bellator number 240, aka Bellator Dublin. First fight is going to be in the Flyweight division. Rawlings coming in taking on the Greek Elena Kallionidou. Rawlings coming in 7-9. Kallionidou is coming in 7-3. Is that right? Yes. Rawlings going to be the older fighter, 31 to Kallionidou's, can't read my writing, 21 years of age. So 10-year difference. Kallionidou is actually going to be the slightly taller fighter, 6'6". I'm sorry. They're the same height. 5 feet 6 inches, 167 centimeters for Kallionidou, 168 centimeters for Rawlings. I had my height and reach backwards on here. However, Kallionidou is going to have a reach advantage, 66.1 inches, 168 centimeters, to Rawlings, 64.5 inches, 164 centimeters. I don't know that much about Kallionidou. She does have a win over Yan Ji-hee, who is a pretty darn good fighter in M1. Yan Ji-hee's probably coming to the UFC soon. Whereas Beck has just been on a seemingly endless downward slope in MMA. I'm going with Elena Kallionidou. Nothing against Beck, but at this point she's just a known commodity. She's a known name who offers nothing in fight-wise, but is a name to put on a resume still, just because she is a UFC veteran. Next up, moving down in weight to strawweight, Danni Neilan coming in taking on Chiara Penco. Neilan's coming in 1-0. Penco is 4-1. Neilan is the older fighter. She's either 29 or 30, and to Penco's 24 years of age. Neilan is also the taller fighter, 5 feet 6 inches, 168 centimeters, to Penco's 5 feet 4 inches, 163 centimeters. Now, I don't have a reach available for Penco. Neilan has a reach of 62 inches. Now, this one is the toughest fight for me to pick on this card. Chiara Penco is the former EFC champion in South Africa. Now, she is coming in a bit of a layoff. She didn't fight at all last year in 2019, I believe. She's also coming off the loss of her title to Karolina Wojcik. Neilan, though, doesn't really have much pro experience. However, she is backed up by fairly extensive amateur background, including the IMMAF, I believe it's called, or WMMAA amateur tournament, world tournament. So it is a little closer in experience, really, if you include Neilan's amateur experience. However, Chiara Penco does have higher, little bit more like championship level experience. So I'm going with Chiara Penco on this one. And that takes us to the last fight, women's fight on this card, and the main event. It got moved up to main event status. Leah McCourt taking on Judith Ruis. McCourt coming in 3-1. Ruis coming in 6-4. Ruis is the older fighter, 35 to McCourt's 27. McCourt, however, is the taller fighter, 5 feet 8 inches, 173 centimeters, to Ruis's 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters. And I could not find a reach for Ruis. However, McCourt has a reach of 72 inches, 183 centimeters. So I looked at both of these fighters and both their records. Neither of them really have a good win to their name. I would say McCourt's are slightly better than Ruis. Ruis does have more experience, but a margin, the record isn't as good, really. Honestly, I'm picking Leah McCourt to win this. I think they picked Ruis as someone to maybe give her a highlight or challenge her, but not necessarily beat McCourt. And honestly, this is going to be a fight that is going to be very typical of what the featherweight division overall has to offer. It's just not going to be that pretty. The records aren't that great. It's basically a typical featherweight matchup. And like I said earlier, I'm picking McCourt to win this. All right, so those are my picks for Bellator Dublin. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. Hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. You'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.